So today's lesson is about sketching a line. Okay? So if I know the equation of the line, which in this case I know is y equals x minus 5, how do I draw that? Okay? So one way to draw this or to sketch this line is to make a table of values. Okay? So in a table of values you will have x and y values. So as you can see, x are values that you assign. So you pick your own x values. In this case, I have given them to you, but technically if you don't know what x values you want to put in, you can pick whatever you want. Okay? You're free to pick your x values. Now the y values depend on what x you pick. Okay? So let's look at that. So if my equation is y equals x minus 5, in order for me to find what is the y value when x equals -1, all what I have to do is remove that x and place -1 instead of it. Okay? So x in the first one is y equals, instead of x I'm going to put -1 and then minus 5. So you see what happened? I replaced this x value with this value that I've assigned for x. So what's -1 minus 5? That would be -6. Okay? So that being said, when x is equal to -1, y is going to equal -6. So my point is going to be -1 for x, -6 for y. Okay? So, what if x is equal to 0? I'm going to place x with a 0. So 0, take away 5, and that's going to be -5. So what would be my point? 0 and -5. Now what do I place x with for the next point? 1. So I'm going to replace x with 1. So it's going to be y equals 1 minus 5. When you have 1 and you're taking away 5 from it, -4, right? Because you're taking away 5 from 1. So that's, you have 1, right? So, and then now you're going to be 4 in that. So what would be your point? 1, -4. Okay, so just as a recap, I'm placing these values in for x. Okay, and then I'm getting the y value. Once I get the y value, I'm putting it as a point. X first, y second. So y equals 2, take away 5, that's going to be -3. So my point is going to be 2, -3. Are we okay with this so far? Okay. Now, why did I find these points? I find these points so I can plot the line. Okay? So basically the question is I need to graph this. Okay? How do I graph it? Now I can use these points, locate them on the x, y axis, okay, on the grid, and then I can plot my line. So, -1, -6. Where do I go first? Where would -1 be? Okay, tell me yes or no. Would it be right here? Would it be right here? Would it be right here? Yes, because -1 on the x-axis. This is your x, this is your y. Okay? So, Because it's -1, -6, you're going to go on the -1. Then you're going to have to go down 6. So your point is going to be right here. Okay? Because this is where the -1 is. Eyes on the board for a second, please. The -1 is right here. And then you're going to have to go all the way to -6 in order to locate your point. Is that clear? Okay, where would the second point be? 0, -5. Where do I start? In the middle at the origin, then go down to -5. So that's my second point right here. Where would I go next? So 1 on the x-axis, and go down to the 4, to the -4. Then 2, and down 3. You see that it looks like it's lining up, right? It has to line up because that's the equation of the line. So you see that I always extend my line and I put arrows, okay? Because technically that line is gonna keep going. It doesn't end at these points, okay? I can make my table of values as big as I want it to make it, okay? I can add 7 more points if I want, okay? Do we usually assign these values for x? Yes, because these are the easier values to plug in. Okay, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, you know, these are the easy values to plug in. Are we okay with this? Okay. The next question is asking you, is the point 50 on the line y equals x minus 5? How would I know if the point 50 is on the line? What do you think I should do? First of all, where's point 50? Where do I go first? 5 on the horizontal line, right? So right here. And then where do I go next? Where do I go next? So it's just right here. So I'm not gonna go up or down, right? I'm gonna stop right here. So I'm gonna be right here. Okay? So this is where point 50 is. Now can you tell me if this point is going to be on this line? Yes, if I actually take this line and I extend it, it's going to be on this line because this line is going to continue going up, right? Straight. So yes, it is going to be on that line. But there's a way that I can prove this, okay, without guessing. In order for me to prove this, what I can do, remember that this 50, that's x and y, right? So what I can do is I can plug in these values in for x and y. And then I get my left side is equal to my right side. And if it is, then my point is on the line. Okay? So plug the values of x and y into the equation if the left side is equal to the right side, then I can say that the point is on the line. See if that's true. We've already determined that it is going to be because of how we graph our line, Let's see if it is actually true. So what I would replace y with? So remember, this is my equation. Y equals x minus 5. What would I replace y with? So what's y? 0. So I would replace y with a 0. And then what would I replace x with? 5. So 5 take away 5. So 0, what's 5 take away 5? 0. So is my left side equal to my right side? Yes, it is. So that means, therefore, 0.50 is on the line y equals x minus 5. So this is my therefore statement. This is my answer to the question. Okay? Are we okay with this? So, using the graph, I kind of know what my answer is, but using the algebraic method, which means solving for it, proving it mathematically, is the best way to go, because this is the way that you're proving to me that you know what you're doing. Okay? Because if my line was a little bit off, okay, then it might not show that the point is actually on the line. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna help you with the first part. We're gonna do the first one together, and then I'm gonna get you to complete the table by yourself. Okay? So I have a new equation, which is y equals negative 3x plus 4. Okay? So I want to do a table of values, and the values of x are negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. So what do I do first? Y equals what? What am I replacing x with? Negative 1. So that's going to be negative 3 times negative 1 plus 4. What's negative 3 times negative 1? Positive. 3 times 1 is 3. So that's going to be 3 plus 4, which is what? 7? So what would be my x and y value? So what's my x? X is negative 1, and then the y is 7. Okay? Are you guys able to do the rest? So you're going to take the x value, you're going to replace it in for x, and then you're going to find your answer. Remember that we're multiplying.